Manchester United, one of the most historic teams in all of England. Many people argue that's the biggest team in England. The trophies they've had, the managers they've had, Alex Ferguson, Cristiano Ronaldo, many players have passed through this club. Legendary, monstrous, mega players in our game that we watch. Wayne Rooney, the list goes on. Absolutely phenomenal players. But as of late, this has been awful for them. Chilling low, bottom of the table in England. Ruben Amorim unable to sail the boat correctly for his first couple months as he's been in charge, but able to make a final of the Europa League only to lose it, and looking at it next season thinking to themselves, where do we go from here? What do we do? How do we get back to glory, glory, Man United? How do we get back to the glory days? Well, today we're gonna attempt to fix it. Today, we are going to try to get Manchester United back to the glory days with all their transfer rumors that are going on and even their actual signings that they have made, to see if these signings will help them at least be above mid-table, because it hasn't been that way lately. Before we jump into signings, I do want to show you how the season has ended for Manchester United. As you guys can see, they lost to Spurs 1-0, ended with a 2-0 victory. But it was a disaster of an end to the season for Ruben Amorim and his club. You can see in April, they barely won any games. It was just an absolute disaster. They ended very, very low down the table. No European football coming in for them. It's going to be all Premier League next year. 15th place for Manchester United just doesn't even look right, if I'm being honest. As we go into the next season, the one good thing is this: everyone starts with the same points. It's a brand new season, a brand new slate. Everybody's on 0 points. Where does Manchester United go from here? Can they bring the glory days back? This is what we know. Matheus Cunha is on his way to Manchester United. We know this deal is locked up, sealed, and delivered, and we are making it happen here. Now, I'm going to end up paying $49 million is what I paid in the game. I don't know what he went for in real life, I'm being fully honest with you. But we do know that this is happening. All right, there's a couple other players that are linked. This one is confirmed. We have a couple that are linked that we're going to try to make happen right now. But the first guy to come to Manchester United is this legend right here, the Brasileiro, and we're going to see how he does for Manchester United. Hopefully, he's a beast. By the way, they give that an A. Excellent deal. So congratulations to Manchester United. Big signing right there. Another signing that's massively linked right now is Brian from the Bees to head over to Manchester United. We made this deal happen at $40 million. It was kind of a shot at the dark. I was like, you know, let me just off 40, see what happens. And it went through. So $40 million for a man that can play right wing. And I believe he had like 29 goals and assists in the Premier League. I think he had some, or just in general last season. I'm pretty sure he had a really good contribution for the Bees. So really nice player that we're bringing in here to Manchester United. Ruben Amorim can get his hands on and see if maybe this can really boost up that attack with two huge signings. A nice little A right there for the team as well. Very nicely done. Now, there's things we must speak about. The first thing, transfer history. Gyökeres goes from Sporting to Juve, which, listen, heavily linked with Manchester United. 3 teams he's linked with, which is very hilarious to actually think about. Manchester United is one of them. Manchester United has been in talks with Gyökeres' agent, okay? No deal has been given to Sporting yet. Arsenal has actually, I think, put an offer in today. And Juve is the third one, but financially will be difficult for them to actually make happen. In this game, Gyökeres goes to Juve. Very nice. So Brian goes to Manchester United. Very nice signing right there. And as we scroll down so I can show you guys, Garnacho goes to the Bees for $18 million. There's rumors that he's going to be sold, so I just went ahead and went with those rumors and said, you know what, let's go ahead and sell him and see where we go from there. Marcus Rashford goes to Chelsea for $32.9 million, all right? With the way Marcus Rashford's kind of gone about things, you pretty much think he's not going to be a Manchester United player. Anthony has said too much on social media against Manchester United throughout this kind of season. So $33 million, he heads over to Aston Villa, and we got rid of Marcus Rashford, Garnacho, and Anthony. And also, Jadon Sancho is up for sale, but has not happened yet, I don't believe. But Jadon Sancho is up for sale. If I missed him, I do apologize, but I have put Jadon Sancho up for sale. We got to offer him already. We'll see if that goes through very soon, but a lot of players are on the way out. As we scroll down here, we see we have Brian right here, which we'll bring back up. Do you guys think there's a chance that he stays? Jadon Sancho stays? Yes or no? I don't know. He's kind of another one that was Marcus Rashford wasn't weird on social media. I believe Sancho and Anthony were weird on social media. But Euro should probably be starting as well. If we can get Euro into this lineup, let's see, where would he delete? Would Euro go there? No way they bench. You think they bench? I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. Anyways, we go ahead and we head over to, we got to find a way to get Brian into this team. Where would he go? Where would he play? Can he play out there? Answer's no. Can he play out there? Answer's also no. Where would Brian go? Would he go to striker? Just trying to figure this out. Would Jaden go out there? They need players. Manchester United needs to sign players bad, bro. They need players bad, lads. Like ASAP players. Man, they need it really bad. Oh my goodness, they need it bad. Okay, we just made another signing, and this is another one that's massively linked with Manchester United. Plays in Germany. I don't want to say his last name because I'm gonna mess it up, but his first name is Hugo, the striker that plays at who does he play for? Oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank. Oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank. By the way, Manchester United wants him, Liverpool wants him, and Chelsea want him, by the way. So there's mad teams that want this player, bro. Like, there is mad teams, this player. Frankfurt, he plays for Frankfurt, right? That's who he plays for. Yeah. Thank you, bro. Thank you. 57 mil is what we paid for my boy Hugo. Mad teams are interested in him. It's gonna be an A+ sign. Well, A sign, not an A+. Let me chill right there, bro. Let me chill on that real quick. Okay. So I know you're probably looking at this right now and you're thinking to yourself, well, Skills, how does this actually line up? Talk to me, bro. Let's make this make sense. Okay, because I watched Ruben Amorim for so long in Portugal, let me try to make this make as much sense as possible to you guys. I believe that my man Brian and Hugo will play the 9. I think the team can look something more like this. Ruben likes to have more of right backs and left backs on the wings. So do I see Ahmed playing out there if he kind of transitions him into that position, if I'm making sense right now? But I think the team will line up more like Mano and Bruno Fernandes here with my boy Matheus, Hugo, and I could see Brian being more inside. Still as like a striker type, but more inside, kind of coming in like that, the kind of the way he used Port at Sporting. And then the right mid and the right and left mid, I think it would be something like Dalot and then something like this, right? Because it defends in a 5-back and attacks, but unfortunately in this game, you can't do that. It doesn't allow you to actually do that in this game, which is so freaking weird, if I'm being honest with you guys, but that's just the way it actually goes, because I think he would play that type of position more central. 12 weeks, not long at all. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Let's send it, bro. Let's make him a cam. Can I make him a right mid? How long is that gonna take? 150 weeks. It makes no sense, lads. It just makes no sense. To make him a right mid takes how long? Oh no, 9 weeks, I'm sorry. Okay, 9 weeks, that's nothing. Perfect. We make him a right mid. We're good at cam here. Okay, I think we're settled. Bruno, can I make him a center mid? 2 weeks, perfect. All right, everything's working out, lads. All right, I think we're good to go, man. But we could see the starting 11 looking something similar to this, maybe a little bit different, but they're definitely linked with Hugo. They've already brought in Matheus, and they're heavily linked with Brian, all right? They're linked with Gyökeres as well, but I think Gyökeres said he wants Champions League football. So we'll see how that plays out. But ladies and gentlemen, this might be their starting 11 going into next season. Martinez, De Ligt or Euro. And honestly, if I'm being real with y'all lads, probably Harry Maguire starts for them somewhere here, because Harry Maguire has been really, really good. If I'm being honest, I think he's been all right under Ruben Amorim, but I think Euro would start as well. I think it's good. For this, we're going to put Euro playing. Why not let him play? But I do see Harry Maguire probably playing. The first month, it might be shaky, lads, because we're getting players into position. If they stay above mid-table, success for Ruben Amorim. They're going to start off with the Bs. They got Chelsea and they got Spurs. Very, very tough first schedule, beginning, I mean. Then game, this is a home game, no, an away game. Then they get Forest and Liverpool. So we're gonna go to the 30th, and then we'll check back at results and see who did what, who played what, and we'll also get our players to actually be in the right position. This season starts with them beating the Bees 1-0, and my boy Matheus Cunha actually gets the man of the match. They tied at Chelsea, and Matheus Cunha is gonna get another man of the match again as they tie 2-2. They then play Leicester City, and the Leicester City player takes that man of the match. Then Son takes man of the match against Spurs as they beat Manchester United 2-1. So 1 win, 1 tie, 2 losses. Pretty rough, man. September comes in and they get another tie, but they don't win man of the match in that game. They then beat Forest. No, they tied a Forest, and a Forest player takes man of the match there. They get a massive win against Liverpool, maybe a confidence booster, and Mano gets a man of the match performance there. So, like I said, not a great start to the season, but still in 5th place, which is not bad. And you want to be into European football, all right? You want to make European football. I imagine that's the goal for this season, and also to show your team is actually developing so the board can stay with Ruben Amorim, see some type of progress, I think is the most important thing right now for Manchester United. As we scroll down, we want to get a couple players in their actual position, you know, because we were working on that. So we'll go to Bruno Fernandes right now. We'll develop him to a center mid, make sure he actually developed. Yeah, change position. All right, he's now a center mid, so he should be fine to play. Ahmed, we were making him a right mid. so he could actually be happy in that position. Let's change his position. Good there. And the last one was my boy Brian, who we're making a cam. Can we change the position? Yep, and we made him a cam as well. Okay, so now everyone should be happy with their positioning. First, let's check out stats and what people have done, who's playing where, if people are playing, if people are getting benched. Hopefully our signings are actually getting playing time and doing well. Bruno Fernandes with 7 performances, Brian with 7 performances, Matheus 7, Ahmed 6, Onana 5, and there's a signing missing. Is there a signing missing, lads? Or did our signings all... Wow, Hugo not getting much PT. I know it's happening. They were benching Hugo for Brian, but now that Brian's an actual cam, that shouldn't happen anymore. So my man, Hugo picked up 1 goal in the 2 games he played. He should actually be the starter now, if I'm being honest with you. Mateo's got 2 goals in 7. Brian got 2 goals in 7, both with an assist, and Bruno Fernandes with no stats at all. Not good. Top goal scorer, Brian and Matheus Cunha. So to be honest with y'all, the guys are stepping up. The new signings have been stepping up. Hopefully Hugo will get more playing time now because everyone should be happily in their positions. As you guys can see, happily in their positions. So hopefully this helps them to perform better and pick up more good results. Really good results in the month of October for Manchester United. Huge. They tied to Man City. I did not see who man of the match was there. Okay, but then they win 3-0, lads. And in this 3-0 victory, it was Holland who picked up the man of the match. Then we moved to beat Newcastle 2-0, and that's where Maino picks up man of the match. And that puts Manchester United in 7th place, all right? That's not terrible. They just need to get into European football. They're doing what they need to do, all right? Slowly but surely, that was a much, much better month. Now, I saw Holland scored some goals, which means he's probably getting the playing time now over Hugo. Or did Hugo play? We played 3 more games. Hugo got 1, so Hugo's not getting playing time. They're not letting Hugo get playing time. They're not letting it happen, lads. They're not. My man Matheus picked up 4 goals. Holland picked up 4 goals in his 8 performances. Brian picked up 2 and 2 assists. And 7 assists for Ahmed. Well done, lad. So Hugo not getting the playing time that we were hoping for. He's a great striker. We were hoping he was the one that was actually going to be playing. But you guys know how Manchester United moves. Big month right here as they play West Ham. They play Brighton. They play Leeds. They play Crystal Palace. Big month of November to see if they could push into the top 5. Big month of November. They beat West Ham 1-0. And I missed man of the match in this one. I apologize. I do apologize, man. I really, really, really do. They then go against the Brighton. I hope I say this right, okay? I believe it was Maino here or Holland. So it went like this. Holland man of the match, Maino man of the match, Bruno Fernandes. Now I might have mixed those up, but that's how this month went. It went with the Maino getting a man of the match, a Bruno and a Holland. Did I say Holland or human? If I say human, that's because he plays for Smartthing. I meant to say Holland. But huge month of November. Manchester United trying to get back to the glory, man United. Glory, glory, man United. You know what I'm saying? And this is huge, lads, because when you really look at this, they suffered 2 goals. 2 goals the entire month. Scored 6, 7, 8, 9 goals they scored. 9 goals they put into the back of the net, putting them in 2nd place. Manchester United is in 2nd place. We just want European football, lads. 14 games for Bruno. Brian with 14. Matheus Cunha with, am I saying his name right? Yeah, I hope so. 14. Ahmed, 13. We got Martins with 12. Euro with 12. Yo, what you saying, my man? Okay, Harry Maguire got 7. All right, it is what it is. Dang, Holland is scoring a lot now, lads. Holland has 9 goals. Matheus has 4. Maino has 2. Bruno has 2. Brian has 2. He's kind of not scored. Brian's not really performing, I'll be honest with you. And you know what else is crazy? That my man Hugo's not playing more. It's so crazy. Hugo is so good. Assists. Ahmed with 7. Matheus with 3. Brian with 2. Matheus has been a fantastic signing. 14 games played, 7 contributions. He's been absolutely insane, lads. Huge, but Hugo should still be playing. I don't know why they're not doing that. Oh, this month is action-packed. Fulham, Arsenal. Oh, this is going to be a crazy one. Let's get it. This month was a lot tougher, man. Martinelli drops the man of the match performance for Arsenal, and they win 4-2. They play Fulham, and that's when Bruno Fernandes goes, hold on, I got this, bro. Big Bruno Fernandes gets man of the match in a 2-1 victory. Wolves. It's going to go to that young Portuguese kid that plays there. I forget his name. Played for Porto, now plays for Wolves. They're going to get better of the match. Then we bounce back with a win against Aston Villa, and that's where Brian drops a man of the match performance. Another man of the match performance goes out to Maino. against Everton in a 1-1 tie. Maino's gotten a few man of the matches this year. And also, then they play Hull City, and that's where the man of the match goes to them. They lose 3-2 against a team that I believe is this year promoted to the Premier League, so that's never good. They're now down into 5th place, so they have dropped from 2nd to 5th, but the gap is still right there. As you guys can see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4 points away from 4th place, 3 points away from 3rd place, 1 point away from 4th place. They're exactly where they need to be, if I'm being honest with you guys. The team itself, we can see kind of how players are adapting to Ruben Amorim. Everybody is in the green pretty much, except for my boy Hugo. I don't know, they just won't play him. I don't know why. It's so frustrating, but that's the way it goes, man. They will not play him. And also, De Ligt is not happy neither, and that's probably because, let's be honest, Harry Maguire's playing over De Ligt. That's what it seems like. Everyone is extremely happy right now. Even Mason Mount is getting some playing time, which is nice. We'll jump into the next month. We're going to hope that the next month is a better month for them, because it did, this month that we just passed, did see them fall a little bit, which is a bit unfortunate, but that's things that happen. Seasons are up, and especially for Manchester United, who's rebuilding, it's up and down. January with the window opening, you got to hope for a couple wins here. I would say this is a better month. They lose to West Ham, and a West Ham player receives man of the match. Then they go into the FA Cup, right? The big FA Cup, and they're going to pick up a win where Matheus is going to get man of the match. Congratulations to him. They then go back into the Premier League, where they play Newcastle, and they're going to win that one with Bruno Fernandes receiving the man of the match prize. Well done to him. Then they play Wolves, who just beat them recently, but they're going to win that one with the Matheus man of the match, and he's doing it against his former team. All right, so he puts a man of the match performance against a team that kind of built him up in the Premier League. Fulham, they play them, lose 4-2. A Fulham player wins that one. And they play Leeds, and that's when Holland is actually going to get man of the match once again against Leeds United. So very, very better month for them. As we go to check out a few stats, we can see that the top performer now is top appearances is Bruno Fernandes, then Brian, then my man Matheus, Onana and Ahmed, and Holland and Maino. All right, we go ahead and check out the goals and assists. 15 for Holland. He is having a absolutely crazy season, breakout season here at Manchester United. Maybe it just took a player like Hugo coming in to push him. My man Matheus with 12 goals and 6 assists, really stepping up now. Brian with 5 and 3. We need a little bit more from him. Bruno with 4 and 5, but we did push him a little bit deeper on the field. Ahmed with 11 assists. Very, very nice from Ahmed. And again, just really sad that Hugo's not receiving more playing time, if I'm being honest with you guys, man. I do think that guy has a lot of potential. Could really, really help Manchester United out big time. Still only 3 games played with 1 goal. It's unfortunate he's not getting that more playing time. I wish EA Sports would do it differently, but that's the way it goes. We got a lot to talk about. Let's start off with going out of the FA Cup against Southampton, but Holland received man of the match. They got to bounce back in the league, and that's what they do against Brighton, as Matheus drops a player of the match performance. They go against Liverpool. Mo Salah says, hey, yo, let me do what I got to do. Mo Salah lands that 3-1 victory for Liverpool, dropping a man of the match performance. Forest player is going to win man of the match as they tied 3-3 against Manchester United. Not really a good February, all right? They lost, they win, they lost, they tied, not good. They jump into March, 2 games only. Chelsea beat them, and Chelsea gets man of the match in that one. Then they play the Bees. This is where the storyline gets good. Can't make this stuff up. The Bees play Garnacho. Garnacho gets man of the match against his ex-team. April, they start to play a little bit better. They pick up a big 2-0 win right here. Brian picks up a man of the match. They lose to City. City player gets man of the match. They win 3-1 against Hull City, and I believe it's Ahmed who picks up man of the match here. Then they play against Everton, and I'm not sure who got man of the match, but they won 1-0. And then they're going to go ahead and get a De Ligt man of the match as they beat Aston Villa. In May, there is 4 more games remaining. 4 more games remaining in the season. And as it stands right now, ladies and gentlemen, they are in 6th place, all right? 6th place. If they can, but 6th place tied with points on Aston Villa, Spurs, all tied. 1 point behind Arsenal for 3rd place. Do you guys understand what I'm saying to you? If they can win and stay strong to end this off, they still have a big opportunity at top 3. Top 3 for Manchester United right now would be absolutely monstrous. Let's see if they can get the job done and at least end in the top 5. Matheus Cunha drops a man of the match performance and a 2-0 win, the perfect start to the month of May. Then they play Spurs. I don't know who got man of the match, but they won that game. Now, that is so important, lads. That is so important because they were the team ahead of them. Remember that, okay? The team ahead of them, it was Spurs, and they beat them 2-1, which means now they're tied on points against Spurs on 66 points, all right? Arsenal also on 66 points. They are tied with Arsenal and Spurs pretty much here. This is a crazy end to the season. By the way, their next game is against Arsenal. Their next game is against Arsenal. So if they can beat Arsenal, they could jump Arsenal here and really give themselves a shot at the top 3. And then they end against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace is in 11th place. So these next 2 games are crucial, but very, very tough games. Mano drops a man of the match performance against Arsenal. They tie it 1-1. And then they go against Crystal Palace and beat them 2-1. Did the dominoes fall for them? Right? The teams that had to lose. The teams that had to win. Let's find out. And they end in 4th place. Wow, hats off to them, bro. Ruben Amorim, my man Matheus, Brian, Hugo are able, and Hugo didn't do nothing, we'll talk about it in a minute, are able to get Manchester United into a Champions League spot. Arsenal comes up short by 3 points. They lost their last game of the season. Spurs, by the way, they tied on points with Spurs for 3rd place, right? Both teams are at the bottom of the table last year. Chelsea, 4 points. 4 points. Man United was 4 points behind Chelsea to get 2nd place. Ladies and gentlemen, what a bounce back season for Manchester United with some crazy signings. One thing I do want to say that I didn't say earlier in the video, I don't know if Rashford, Garnacho, and Sancho will actually leave, right? I don't know. I don't know. And Anthony, Rashford, Sancho, Garnacho, I don't know. There's been rumors that they won't stay. There's been rumors that the team's going to change a lot. We'll have to see. No one has left yet. I let them leave in this game because there's rumors. So I did that. They would have helped a lot, and who knows, they could have probably got them even a better finish. Bruno, Brian, Matheus, Ahmed, Mano were the most played players on this team. Bruno with 41, Brian with 41, and my man Matheus with 41. So great signings if you ask me. They played the whole season. 18 goals for Holland. What a bounce back season for him. But guess what? Hugo started playing at the end, and Hugo had 7 goals. Remember, he only got 12 performances. He started playing towards the end of the season. Maybe Holland took an injury. But as you can see, he did his part. 7 goals in 12. That's very, very good contributions for games. He scored 7 in the Premier League alone. Well done for him. Brian with 7 and 7 assists, so 14 altogether. The top assist guy here at Manchester United was Ahmed, then Matheus, then Brian, then Bruno, then my man Harry Maguire and Mano. Very, very interesting. I'm so happy that my man Hugo started getting some playing time, really showed some promising things there for the 23-year-old. 18 goals for Holland at 23 years old, 7 goals for Hugo at 23. Well done to them, and well done to Manchester United. Get themselves back into Champions League position, and the building on a great future kind of begins now for them. Again, a lot of people with skills. They didn't win the FA Cup. They won nothing. There's no silverware. Right now, Manchester United don't need silverware. What Manchester United needs is to get themselves back to where they belong on the table. Now, this isn't exactly where they belong. They should be in the top 2. That's where United fans want them. But I think you got to take baby steps to get this team back to where they need to be. 70 points is huge. They scored 64 goals all season. Against them was 49, a goal difference of 15. Not bad. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe, turn your bell on. That's the Manchester United realistic rebuild. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all, and I will catch you in the next one. Booyah. We are out of here.